What's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Hope all of you guys are having a great day. Today I'll be announcing the 50ml GP giveaway winner, and I also recorded a clip on the new skill that Jagex actually released yesterday. It's going to be launched by next year. They're doing big updates and I can't wait, and I'm super excited. For those of you who pretty much did not watch the clip or the video yesterday, I did record a part of it, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Also, before I head out, guys, I am working on a 1 to 99 mage guide. It's going to be the most simplest and easiest magic guide in Oldschool Runescape you guys will see. Just wait for that. I am working on it. Also, before I head out, the 50ml GP giveaway winner this week is Jev, J-H-E-V. Congratulations, buddy. You have 24 hours to respond back to me. That being said, guys, enjoy your weekend. I'll catch you guys in the next video, and peace out.
Rewards seems somewhat unrelated, which is fairly clear that since then we've added a lot of those rewards into the game. So with that in mind, before what can make the perfect old school skill? It needs to fill content, it needs to connect things together, but it can't have too broader effects on the game, and of course it needs to feel like a skill. And we found something in a somewhat of a strange place. So I'm sure many of you know who this guy is. He is the, you've seen him walk around the Wizard's Tower, he has split bark equipment on, and he's there in the world to create split bark equipment. But if you ask him about the armor, he says something quite strange. He says that it's actually quite easy to make. Well, if it's so easy to make, why can't we do it ourselves? Why do we need to pay him to do it? And Peer the Seer in Relica offers a similar service. And it's made us think. You can make armor for melee with smithing, and you can make armor for range with crafting. But there is no skill to make armor for mage. And there's a whole host of armors for wizards that are in the game, and we don't know where these come from. You get them from boss drops, and some characters make them, you buy them from shops, but where are they coming from? And so, I am very pleased to announce Old School's first potential new skill, warding. So, warding is the magic, what smithing is the melee, and what crafting is the range. Essentially, you make wizard armor. Now, how does it fit? Well, we all know the process of making melee armor. You mine some more, you smith it into bars, and then you turn it into various types of metallic equipment. And the same goes for ranged. You slay dragons, maybe some cows, you tan the hides into leather, the leathers into hides, and then hides into leathers. And then use your crafting skill to make various types of ranged equipment. So how does warding fit into this? Well, the main support skill for warding will be farming, where you farm various types of fabrics, and then use your warding skill to channel runic energy into these resources to make all those armors that you know and love, from blue wizard robes to mystic and split bark. So, what do you need to train warding? Well, like other production skills, you're going to need some tools, and your tools for warding come in the form of elemental soapstones. Think of these as magical chalk. You'll use these to draw magical wards onto the floor, and once that's down there, it will act as your, sort of like a magical anvil. And next, you have your channeling lamps. See, these are your hammers. You'll use these to manipulate the energy into the fabrics to make these armors. And of course, you're going to need some resources as well. The first one is runic energy. This is a brand new resource purely for warding, and you'll be gathering it through various types of magic and rune crafting. Next, you'll have your fabrics and barks that I mentioned earlier that you gather through farming and woodcutting. So where do you train? Well, anywhere you can place a fire, you can place a ward. So essentially you can train anywhere. However, there will be set locations around the world where you find these strange runestone monoliths. When training around these runestone monoliths, your energy will go further, meaning you'll train far more resourcefully. However, XP will be a little slower as you have further to go. And also, you'll be able to train with friends and use each other's wards, unless of course you're an Iron Man. So what's the overall process? By the way. So step one, you gather your various types of fabrics. Here's a new type of farming patch called the Magnanary. This is essentially a place where you place silkworms and go back every now and then to collect some silk. Step two, you siphon your energy. By using combat spells on the runestone monoliths themselves, you'll be rewarded with various types of runic energy. Of course, these first two steps you don't need to do. You could trade these with other players, of course. Step three, you draw your ward onto the floor, and step four, you use your resources on the ward, and now you can make all the types of equipment that we know and love. It's that simple. And I think that's what's most important with the skill for Oldschool Runescape. It needs to be simple, and it needs to make sense into the world and not add too much. So, of course, we can't have a new skill without some new rewards. And our first one is an extended version of the Splitbark equipment line. So, Bloodbark and Soulbark will be new tank mage armor. They won't be best in slot for magic accuracy or magic power, but there will be a new option for various types of wizards. And these ideas were taken straight from the community. Next, it gives us the option to rebalance some underused pieces of armor. Things like Splitbark and Skeletal and Lunar equipment, they are severely underpowered for the tier they're currently at. And we feel that maybe increasing a couple of magic accuracy points would bring them into a bit more of a use, but without devaluing current armors. Next, we have channeled rings. I'm sure all of you are aware of the Nightmare Zone reward shop. Over the years, your displeasure with the shop has become very, very apparent. All of the rewards seem relatively unconnected to the content and could be placed in many other places. And we feel like warding is the perfect place to put all of those imbued rings, making them more of a skill-related thing rather than a reward minigame. Next, we have the runic energy that I spoke about earlier. You might have noticed that the process of gathering this sounded a bit like splashing. I'm sure many of you have gone to Lumbridge and seen the hordes of knights splashing away on rats and spiders, and it doesn't look that great. By moving this process to another part of the game and encouraging you to wear the correct attire, wizard robes, hopefully, it will look a little bit better and free up Lumbridge Castle from all that clutter. And next, and also runic energy ties into runecrafting if you're a bit of a pacifist and wish to not do any magic. And next we have the mechanic of dissolving. This is essentially a way of adding value to all those junk items stored away in your bank. By using these items on a ward, you'll be able to dissolve them down into their base parts. You have a chance to gain something back. So for instance, if you were to use an adamant plate body, you could potentially get back an adamant bar, and you have a guaranteed chance to gather back some of that energy used to create it. And finally, we can't have a new skill without a new skill gate. And of course, a new this is just our first idea for a skill gate. We'd love to hear yours as well. And of course, we'd pulled them all separate, together and let the community decide on which one they want. So that's all I have to talk to you all about for warding for one day. But don't worry, there'll be more in detail information in the future later today.